Let's talk about inauthentic content, or as it's also called, reused, repetitive, or templated content. Hi, I'm Olena from SubSub. There's a lot of information on this topic right now, and it's quite contradictory. Some say one thing, some say another, and my goal now is to clear things up so you understand the real risks. So let's get started. There's a YouTube policy regarding inauthentic content. In simple terms, it says YouTube doesn't want to pay for content that looks like it's from an assembly line, mass-produced, repetitive, with no real value for the viewer. And take note, AI isn't mentioned in the rules even once. This is important because the problem is that copy-paste content gives nothing to the viewer and looks like the same video over and over again. Let's take a look at some examples. I took them from X, from those who complained about channel demonetization. Here's the channel Nate Trigger Rants. If you open the feed, it's something like Roblox content. Every video has the same structure, background images, and a very fast delivery. Ask yourself, can you say that this content is useful? Is there anything original in these videos? And are you ready to watch more than 3 videos at a time? Most likely no. And YouTube thinks the same way. This is exactly what repetitive content is. Not because of AI primarily, but because it's the same structure, the same format, without any variation and without value. Now let's look at another channel, Tricked Entertainment. The creator claims they don't use AI at all. Everything is done manually using 3D animation in Blender. Hours of work, a team, and yet the channel was demonetized. If you look at the videos themselves between Tricked Entertainment and Nate Trigger Rants, the content is totally different quality, different production level, and different topic. But if you just open the feed of both channels and look through the eyes of a viewer, what do you see? 1, 2, 3 videos, they all seem the same. Every short is similar to the previous one. And here we come to the main conclusion. YouTube evaluates how a video looks in the feed, and if a viewer can't tell one video from another just by scrolling through the channel, well, that needs to change. So what should you do then? Open your channel and look at it through the eyes of a stranger. Evaluate it as a viewer seeing your feed for the first time. Can they tell one video from another just by the thumbnail? Does it feel like a living project that's evolving? If the answer is ambiguous, that's already a reason to change something. What specifically does YouTube check? First is how the feed looks as a whole. We've already talked about that, meaning not an individual video, but the entire channel. If most videos look the same, then that's a red flag. Second is whether there's a creator presence, your opinion, your experience, your commentary, something only you could say, and that can't just be copied or generated. For example, some creators use unique editing, their own style, or use unique catchphrases that set them apart from others. And third is there real value for the viewer, meaning your video must be either entertaining or educational. YouTube thinks about advertisers. If content doesn't attract a quality audience, advertisers don't want to be there, and so YouTube sees no reason to monetize that channel. And most importantly, this rule applies to the entire channel, not just individual videos. So, even if one video of yours is perfect, but the overall picture looks like a conveyor belt, the problem can affect everything. If demonetization has already happened, first and most importantly, never delete the channel, even if it seems like it's all over, the end, and nothing can be restored. A channel deleted by you is a much bigger problem than a demonetized one. YouTube has a linked channels policy, where the platform blocks the creator's account from creating new ones. If you delete your demonetized channel, you're effectively putting an end to any further activity on the platform yourself, even if you can't restore it now. Maybe you can in 90 days or even later. The second point is don't file an appeal immediately with the same content. This is the most common mistake we see, and most likely YouTube will reject it, and the next attempt will be in 90 days. First, evaluate what exactly acted as a trigger. Make changes, add new content with a new format, and only then file an appeal. If you want a detailed breakdown on how to appeal correctly, drop a comment below and we'll make a dedicated video on that. Subscribe and we'll continue to analyze such things without panic, and write in the comments if you've encountered this. It's interesting to understand how much this has affected your audience. And see you in the next video.